Yeah, I want to put this on record. I just want to put this on record. Uh, you have to win it all. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say you're going 13-1, which is a phenomenal season. Phenomenal season. But you have to win it all. You absolutely have to win it all. This is the thing. If you don't win the Super Bowl, and I know this is probably far fetched for a lot of people, and hard for some people to bridge this together and make sense of this. But in my mind, if you don't win the Super Bowl, you had the worst season of anybody. Of all the teams. Because that would have mean that you ran through the regular season and you put yourself in a position to win it all. And then when it got to whatever game, you lost. That would be disappointing. That's like the most disappointing season you could ever have. There's no way you can get that far and don't bring it home.
And see, this
13-1 wouldn't even mean anything. I wouldn't even bring that up. If I was you and I didn't win it all, and I would never be like, oh, I went 13-1. I wouldn't even say anything.
man, see that's that bullshit, though. He tried to say basically it's invalidated. It don't even count.
It counts. No. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying it ain't worth mentioning. Because if you go around, hey man, I've been in my season, man, my first season we started, I went 13-1. And that's the end of the conversation. There ain't no I went 13-1 and won the Super Bowl.
You don't bring it up because the next question would be right after you say 13-1. Did you win the Super Bowl? That's gonna be the next question always.
That would be the most. That would be heartbreaking. See, I'm just putting myself in your shoes, right? Because I'm thinking how I think felt last year. I was 11-3, got all the way to the Super Bowl and lost about a few points. And no matter how much I lost. It made the 11-3 not even mean anything. So I can't imagine being 13-1 and don't win it all. And then I just say, for the sake of bullshit, you lose to a 7-7 team.
Oh my!
Like God. I did. That's what I did. I did that, right? Mo was 7-7. Mo eked in the playoff. No, was he? Yeah, he was 7-7, right?
Yeah.
He had the tiebreaker over you for points or something.
Yeah.
That was humiliating. That was horrifying. So you can't do that. And I know that's a lot of weight on your shoulders. But you can carry it. You carry it. You're capable. You're going to have to carry it. You have to. You cannot fall from the top. You can't. Because you'll never hear the end of it. I promise you. You would never, ever, ever, ever hear the end of it if you don't win it all.
Let me say this. None of you niggas done ever win 13-1. Let me say
No. You're right. You're absolutely right.
And guess what? For however many years that me and you is alive and we doing this shit, people gonna remember the first season ever, that 13 victories. Can anybody ever get to match that?
I've never seen anybody in my short fantasy career go 13-1.
That's what I'm saying. So for the history of Inside the Huddle fantasy football, people gonna always be trying to achieve what I achieved in the very first season. Come on, man.
God damn, I just opened my iPhone 16 in the back because I'm trying to clean this motherfucker shirt.
Come on,
what
man.
The fuck? I got the case on it. I'm thinking I'm cool and everything. Like my front ain't fucked up, everything straight. My whole fucking back is shattered. God damn. This case weak as hell.
Yeah, we can get this shit going though.
All right, shit. Let's kick it on off. Welcome to the Inside the Huddle Studios. The top of it presents Inside the Huddle. I am your host, co-host, and co-commissioner, FA to the CE, Your bitch want to be me because I'm riding deep with the be me, Black Mafia. And I'm joined by my nigga Banks, Big Banks to be exact. He who fucking remains, I am the better team. What's up with it, my baby? You look good over there. You had a really good week this week. How you feeling?
Hey man, look, I'm feeling wonderful. I'm feeling great. Uh, like my nigga said, I built this shit brick by brick, and I'd be
Great, fine.
mad if I could have let me bring my shit down. I don't like the way out. God damn me. So you know what I'm saying? It was a great week, but I don't want to just send all of the attention on me. It was a great week for the entire league of the Inside the Huddle fantasy football. And we got a lot to talk about. Let's go ahead and kick this shit off.
Speak for yourself. No pun intended, but it wasn't a great week for the entire league. But let's go ahead and get into this week 12 rewind. All right, man. Week 12 rewind here at the top of it presents. We're gonna go ahead and get into these games, man. We're gonna get into this matchup. The first matchup. That ain't supposed to play. The first matchup I got up on par for the night. What the fuck was this shit? Man, it's cold. Some shit.
Detroit or nothing against.
Hold on 1 second. Yeah, I got Detroit or nothing up. I just had to adjust something in the background. Detroit or nothing going against Bill Belichick. I took Bill Belichick. You took the Don, and it wasn't even that close. 50-point blowout. Wow. I can't believe Phil got getting like that. Phil is on a hangover. Detroit or nothing. They still hanging around here, man. They playing spoilers. They're making it harder for some of these teams to breathe and to advance, to get themselves to a situation they advance. Detroit or nothing started off horrible, but they 4-8. Shit, a game behind Phil Belichick was 5-7. Shit. Damn, that's crazy. Let me go with Devontae with 23, AJ Brown with 26, good production there, and 20 from Pat Mahomes. They didn't even have a head coach. They said fuck a head coach. Ottawa's been doing a thing over there. On the other side, Phil underproduction, a lot of underproduction, and a lot of he had to go get a quarterback and pick the wrong one. They should have got James. It ain't like it had made that much of a difference, but it would have helped. What were you going to say?
Let me say this. We have a couple of teams this year that started out 0-7, 0-8, and respectfully, and I just love the fight that they have showed. Even though they clearly was out, but they said no, I'm not out, and they have just fought and fought and fought. And it was another. We seen that again this past weekend with Detroit or nothing. I mean, the guy, and it seems like these teams are just finally coming together for these teams that started out struggling at the beginning of the season. And I mean, I said it from the very beginning. Detroit or nothing did not have a bad team. They put together some nice pieces with Mahomes, Chase Brown. It's they traded for AJ Brown. Uh, uh, they traded for Brock Bowers. So they got a team. So any week they can give some people hell and give them problems. And for Phil Belichick, this was devastating, man, because like they was right in the playoff hunt, and this with 3 games to go, you cannot afford to get no L to push you back because of the tiebreakers and all of those things. So this was a hard loss for Phil Belichick to take on the chin. So I don't know if this really dashes their hopes of getting to the playoffs now, but they do still have an outside shot. But this made it extremely, extremely difficult.
Yeah, they don't control their own destiny. They're gonna need some help. Even if they win out, they still need some help. They need somebody to lose. Somebody that, quite frankly, it, it it looks bad because they own no tiebreakers. They
Yeah,
own no tiebreakers, so they can't end tied. They got to somehow get a game up on the last three teams. I mean, it's a possibility some other teams could enter in the frame, but right now, man, lost three in a row. You can at this crucial point of the season, three in a row. You sign your death certificate essentially. You damn near printed your ticket, your boat ride. So
yeah.
damn, Phil. That's all I like to say, man. Damn, Phil. Uh, let's go to this next joint though. We had NBK going against Ruben's Rowdy team, and look, man, Ruben gets rowdy every now and again, man. They pull it out. I actually thought that even though I went against college, I thought the college had a chance to pull this one out. Uh, I thought Purdy would do better. I thought Purdy had a better game, and that would put him in position. I thought Purdy would get a 20. A 20 would have made it up for discussion. It'd have been up for the debate. You know what I'm saying? A 20, but it wasn't to be. It was too much to not enough. 153 to 165. The Rubens Rowdy team, the Rowdies, Rowdy got Rowdy, but and they didn't even look at. I'm going up and down the lineup. They had not a single person with a 20.
Yeah.
But they put some 16, some 18, some 17, some 13, some 15, some 12, 17s, 10s, 12. They put a lot of that shit together, and that shit equals to 165 points, and it worked.
Yeah, yeah. But I think the highest person that Rubens Rowdy had on his squad this week was 18. And when I was looking up and down it,
Yeah.
but like you hit on the nail right on the point, is that they had a lot of double figures though. So and then they had double figures coming from the positions down on the bottom of the lineup that you don't really expect to see too much of. But they had double figures spread throughout the entire lineup. So for NBK, um, they didn't get that super game from Henderson, and
They didn't.
they needed that Superman game from C-Mac to take them over. But like you also said, the letdown of Brock Purdy. I mean, he really struggled in that game, and that didn't help at all for NBK either. So I find it so hilarious, y'all. They call National Boy Collars and Collars.
And Kyler don't even play for them anymore. That's crazy.
Hilarious, y'all. But it was a good win for Ruben's Rowdy team to keep itself right there in the hunt and in playoff contention. And this is what I'm talking about when I was just speaking about Phil Belichick. This is not the time to be losing any games. So Ruben's Rowdy team was on the right side of this. So I give them props for keeping themselves alive.
Yeah, Ruben Roddy's team is put themselves in a position if they win one, they in. They own the natural tiebreakers over the teams that are just outside of that. So as long as they don't lose out, there's really nothing for discussion. They win one and they in. The Kylers, I mean, if Jefferson give you a little more, I mean, I think you were expecting more from Higgins instead of an 8, considering Chase is not in there. But they wasn't to be. He got a concussion. Fluke shit. Shit happens, man. You know what I'm saying? In this fantasy shit. And it didn't need to happen. But shit. I mean, they had an outside chance. I knew they probably weren't going to make it, but they had an outside chance to sneak in. And I mean, they still, not really, because they don't own no tiebreaker. I don't know why they haven't eliminated them, but they still got them, as if they have a chance, but they have no tiebreaker. I went and researched. They lost to Ruben's Rowdy team. They lost to the better team. So if they go 8-8 with those two teams, they still out. You know what I'm saying? There is no hope. But
yeah.
Shout out to them for their season, up and down season. All season. Let's go ahead and move into NNG, who we're going up against MMT, Lil Mike's monstrous team. I actually thought Lil Mike was gonna get this one, even though I took No Nuts No Glory. I thought Lil Mike MMT could pull this off. Um, it was a come from behind victory. More than anything, I would say No Nuts No Glory went out and made the right free agent moves when they needed them. Uh, you don't have to look any further than the 49ers defense who gave them a 14. That was the difference in the ball game. If the 49ers defense goes out there and gives them a 5 or a 7, which, I mean, they are very capable of doing. They've had a -3, they've had a 3, they've had a 0, they've had a -6, they've had a 5. They had 5 last week. 5 won't get it done, but 14 will. That's what happened. They went out there and got the right people, and they had their hand on the button. They didn't get very much from Swift or Stevenson. St. Brown helped carry him with 31.9. Like I said, 49ers was the third highest scoring. Trevor had a 19 and 14 for the 49ers. On the other side, it's been a rough year for Lil Mike's team. They had 25 from Rice and 17 from Barkley. Bucker gave them a 16, but they just had too much poor production scattered throughout the lineup. The Montgomery Kamara or 1-2 punch at running back is fading. I think it may be done. He had Noah Fant at tight end in the game. Yeah, he had a lot of shit. He came out, no fault to him. He came into the week with a lot of moves to make, and he gave a good effort. He almost got the win, but it wasn't to be. As NNG got the win, and they clinched the playoff spot this week, Banks.
Let me say this. I've been saying that NNG, they're going to fall off the map, and that they don't got the horses to get the job done. Now I'm gonna say this: they continued to fall off the map. They only put up 141 points. So let's not sneeze at that. They pulled out the victory because they was playing such an inferior opponent that haven't been doing their job this season. Because the reason why you have to play Noah Fant is because you should have already weeks and weeks and weeks ago have been preparing and having a second tight end on your squad. So when this situation come down the pike, you're gonna be ready. But it wasn't just the Noah Fant. It was the underproduction by, like you said, that duo of Montgomery and Kamara. Kamara has really let him down this season. I remember Kamara was one of the people that I was looking to want to draft this season. I'm glad that it didn't go down that way.
Glad you stayed away.
Yeah, but he has had people to let him down in his lineups this season. But you cannot wait, and I repeat this: you cannot wait to the last minute to start trying to put your lineup together, because now at that point in time, you just getting the crumbs off the floor, and that ain't gonna be able to get it done most of the time for you. So I give NNG they props. They made the playoffs this week with that victory, clinching them a spot. Whether that's winning the division or whether that's being the fifth or sixth seed, they put themselves in that position now to at least be in the conversation and be in the dance. So I give them props on that. But MMT next season, you have to come a little bit better than the way you did this season.
Well, in full disclosure, I will say that MMT had some technical issues with his communication device, shattered, unable to see everything. So he had to go on the fly, and replace that and get in a situation. So, I would think that if everything was running smoothly, he would have been ready for this game.
Okay.
A lot earlier than the last game. But I shout out to MT for getting it together at the last minute instead of just letting it fly. You know what I'm saying? That's competitive fervor. That's a competitive fire, man. We appreciate that. And that's integrity. And
Mm.
shout out to that. You got it done. He told me he was gonna get it done, and he did it. You know what I'm saying? I offered him an alternative. He didn't need it. Shout out to my nigga though. Let's keep this shit going, man. It's upset of the week, should dare I say. I looked at this shit and I was like, I thought I took bread. I didn't take bread.
Mm-mm.
I thought I took bread. And I know I didn't. I didn't. But I thought I did because I thought I called this upset as well. I was
Nah.
looking at some of the shit, but I guess I didn't. It was 173 to 168. Grant Hunter came out with the win. I'm not gonna hold you. I was rooting for Bread. No, 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 no shade to my nigga though. You know what I'm saying? My boy, Coach Tommy. My one day away twin, birthday twin. You feel me? We 1 day apart. Shout out to my nigga though. But big coach, man. We're gonna do it. We're gonna keep doing it, man. We're gonna keep doing it. We're gonna keep competing. That's another separate thing. But yeah, I wanted you to lose, coach. Nothing against you personally. It just made it feasible for me to possibly get to the number 2 seed. That's how I came into the week before I stumbled and bumped my head. But we'll get into that a little bit later. Uh, Shout out to nephew, man. You know what I'm saying? You said Jack was gonna go for a 40. He didn't. But Genty went for a 29-9. Got 31-6 for Kareem Hunt. And woe and behold, Wilson, the free agent pickup, give you a 35.2. Shout out to that. You know what I'm saying? We got to shout that out, man. Good move. Because you ain't have shit else going on for the wide receivers and tight end. You started Tucker and Downs and Taylor. That's crazy work right there. I understand who you got on the bye week and all that, and questionable and all that shit. But and on the bench that you didn't put in, which would have been nice work if you just stay consistent with your guy. You fucked up this week, but shit, man, he better than these other two imposters in the lineup, or all we want WR1 and 2. That's neither here nor there. But that was a folly. But you overcame that. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you, man. Hey, man, Coach Lewis, you listen. Coming into this league, you're 8-4, man. This your first year doing this shit ever. You know what I'm saying? So you already got a better season. No, you don't, because I was 8-6 my first. You understand me? But yeah, we'll see how you work that out. You know what I'm saying? You at least got tied for the same season that I have as a rookie. So shout out to that. I want to give a big shout out to that. You didn't get much from Taylor, but Henry gave you 28-7. You won that trade. Ibuka didn't give you much, but Pickens gave you 36. You definitely won that trade. Shout out to you and that GM, man. You understand me? You didn't get much from Andrews or Judy or Landman. The Landman. But Willie Anderson Jr. gave you 11, and Buda Baker gave you 12, and Cowboys defense gave you 11, and Cam Little gave you a 13. You understand me? I know those are all pickups. I recognize what you got them for. But it was too much to not enough, man. Hey, man, you got it right this week. They ended a 7-game losing streak. Once again, shout out to Greg Hunter. Big Banks. It's your boy.
Well, look.
Tell me something about this shit, man. Hey, man.
Look.
Ended the losing streak.
He damn near. He was a .1 away with Genty from having 3 guys over 30.
Over 30. At a 30. So 30 or better.
So that's what propelled him and led him to victory this week. Cause Jack, I think Jack, if they wasn't in playoff contention, I believe he would still be sitting out because he can't be healthy. Because he's had now continued back-to-back games where it just don't even look like L. Jack. And like you say, the receiving core ain't nothing to be writing home about. More was on the bench. But I co-signed that because Moore had, I think, a 0 the week before, and he like like whenever you see a 0, that shit'll make you damn near cut a nigga. You know what I'm saying? So I can, excuse me, I can dig that. I can dig that right there. But as far as coach going, uh, coach has lived off getting victories off of Jonathan Taylor's back, and this week he didn't come through for him. And I had said, Tokos, the second half of the season for Jonathan Taylor is going to be his toughest part of the year. And because of what he has already did previously, people going to be trying to hone in on want to slow him down. So be on the lookout for that as far as JT go. As far
He
as
got a rough defense to going against this week.
huh?
He got a rough defense he going against this week.
That's what I'm saying. Like this is. I mean, you gotta watch that out. You know what I'm saying? So the high projections that they be giving out for him, and if he finishes 20 points under that, then you're gonna have a struggle. So I think Pickens, like you say, that was a great trade for him because Pickens just showed that he just might be the number one receiver for the Cowboys right now. So nobody would have never believed that or thought that, but with that's what's going on right now. So I mean, it looked like in that game,
He's a better receiver.
the game looked kind of close at the end, and the projections had flipped all the way for Coach, and it looked like I think it was like 70% or higher for Coach at one point in time late in the game. Then all of a sudden, shit just dried up for Coach. You know what I'm saying? And the well just ran dry. You know what I'm saying? The dripping faucet froze. That was it for Coach. And he had his, I think, like a 4-game winning streak, and that was ended for him. So I know he want to look to try to seal and secure that number 2 seed. So he gonna have to do better in the next following weeks.
All you gotta do is win. One win and it's just and you lock it in.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But that's the thing. Toward the end of the season, is it's really end of the season is really harder than the beginning of the season because people done
Speak
start
on it.
people done came together with their lineups uh, at a certain point in time, and that's how they're able to now be a complete team. And that's what you're seeing. Like I said, out of Detroit or nothing. That's what you're seeing. What Brett Hunter tried to put together this week, but the other people didn't do it. But he had 3 guys, like I say, right at 30, and that's what you've seen from the guy that we're gonna be talking about next.
Speaking next, let's get into this debacle because that's exactly what it was. It's a horrible, 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 horrible. Hold on, I missed. Oh, there you go. I missed some. Excuse the technical difficulty. Look at this shit, man. Look at this shit, man. This nigga had. Shout out to my nigga though.
He done won 3 in a row.
He lost 7 in a row. Is that what
I,
happened? He lost 7 in a row.
I,
Yes, he has won 3 in a row.
I think he started out 0-8. I think Detroit.
No, because then he would have won 4 in a row. Because he's 4-8.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay.
So shout out my nigga though. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't know why you had to come on for reckoning this day. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to lay down like you did the other 8. But it wasn't to be. Mac Twin gets the win 149 to 136 over the better team. The better team lost. I think we start with Josh, man, a 998. And then, the most glaring hole we see in our lineup, and it pains me because this is somebody we acquired. Is a 0.0.0.0. Four zeros. I know y'all see 0, 0. But you gotta dig deeper. You know what understand me? Oh, now they trying to act like he had one target. Man, that a bitch. He had a target. It was 0, 0, 0, 0. Fuck is they talking about? But anyway, be that as it may. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so what? I don't blame him so much. I blame who's at the helm. But you gotta know that. You understand me when you're doing with this shit, man. Tyler gave me a 7. They took 2 away. He had a 9. Damn. Got 10 for Campbell. 23 for the Rams defense. Shout out to the Rams defense. We fuck with y'all. We got a cooler 1-2 combination over there, though, in case y'all didn't notice. Hopefully we put that shit together. Shout out Travis, man. You know, there's a lot of speculation going into this game about, you know, your playing time and sharing playing time and injury status. And all you did was just go out there and did your part, man. You know what I'm saying? We didn't get much from Tucker. Shout out to that 9. I missed you last week. We got the win, but you know, Tech with the 12, that was very disappointing. Tech, but I can't really blame you because the nigga again who's at the helm. Going to the winning team, man. Hurts was the big with 32. I don't know why they let him get off early like that and then shut him out late. What the fuck ever. He got a good quarterback in Hurts though. He got actually a little more consistent than Josh. Dare I say, even though Josh has put up better numbers, I just think in certain key situations he's, you know, clutch. Brees Hall with a 20, Aaron Jones with a 12. Nice trade. He picked that up. Diggs with that down. Well, Metcalf showed up at the party, bitch ass nigga. Nigga had 11-8 and then broke his ankle and didn't want to climb back out there and get 2 more catches to get to a 15-8. I was very disappointed in Metcalf. Kittle was a star to me because he gave a 13 when he needed it. That's how much he won by the way. His tight end did what he needed to do. 6 catches, 78 yards, 13.8. And yeah, the rest of the shit rounded out, man. You know, it was just like I always say, too much to not enough. You know what I'm saying? We gotta be better. I know it's a lot of people we had out. We had Hampton not ready to come back by week. We had Harvey out. We had Sutton out. We had Gasson out. You know, we had, you know, our version of Bombergeddon, you know, 5 people out. But that's no, it's 4 people. But that's no excuse, man. You know what I mean? We got a lot of injuries still. It's no excuse. But we're moving on to the next week. Shout out to Mac Twin. You won 3 in a row. You picked this game. Kind of make me feel some kind of way. But what you seen that made you want to take this? It was just you wanted the better team to lose.
Look, man. You didn't have the horses this week. You know what I'm saying? Like all the horses that you know they were still in the stables. You know what I'm saying? They couldn't come out to play.
And we had poor GM in this week also.
And I give it look Twin like he done like I say he done mixed and matched and this team is starting to come together for him right now. You know, he got Aaron Jones that he got out for IR. He be back the starter in Minnesota. You know what I'm saying? So he can depend on getting double figures every week from his second running back spot now. He still got Brees Hall. He got his king of the castle, Jalen Hurts. Kittles is back, and he doing his thing. So I feel like that players that he had needed has came back to for his team, and that has now expanded his team to being better. Not just when having a projection of 145 or 150. They're gonna have projections of 160 or better because he got players that are back in the fold. But yeah, I mean it wasn't really like too crazy of a pick or anything like that. You know, like you just you didn't have the players. You know.
Yeah, and it was a little deeper than that. There was a man. I don't know what I was thinking. There was a bad GM move that was made, and we're gonna have a new segment going forward. This is the preview of it. It's gonna be called mismanagement and malpractice.
Mm.
And what I mean by that is, we had picked up Michael Wilson the day that going into the week that Harrison had his appendix or whatever. Shout out to him. And I don't know why I let him go.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure that out because I know my wide receiver core at that time. I could have just had him just to see why. You know what I'm saying? But we let him go. And Phil Belichick ended up getting him, and I think they had a 30 last week, 30 something, like 11 catches, 13 catches, something crazy, 100 some yards, touchdown.
Oh, he
And
went
this week, last week, yeah, he did. Let me give you the specific numbers. Then let's be more specific. He had a 34.5, 15 catches, 185 yards
15 catches. Get the fuck out of here.
last week.
Wow.
I could have had that. I could have had him, Sean Tucker, and Ted. I could have had a wonderful thing going, but more important, this week he had a 22.8. He had 10 catches, 118 yards. I'm saying that to say this: if we don't cut him after he had the 30-something game, say we don't play him, we definitely play him this week over Addison, right? Because we already know McCarthy. You said something about a 0-0 make you want to cut him earlier.
Yeah.
I don't cut a nigga for a 0-0 and niggas start going off.
Yeah, you did that before. I brought that up.
Wrong moves made, man. We ain't have a hand on the trigger, but malpractice and mismanagement. That's all I'm saying. Let's keep this shit going, man. We're gonna take too much time. Let's go ahead and get into our game of the week. And boy, was it a game of the week? The first game of its kind in our league.
Here
we had 409 point 768. I mean 9.8. 8.6. I mean, I'm only getting into all the numbers because man, these niggas both put up 200 points and it was a 1.50, $1.50 in nigga term. It was 1.50, literally for the victory, though, man. I said, man, hey, man, listen. I've been competing with this guy for a very, very long time. And anytime he has ever won, I have never really enjoyed his victories. Because usually they had something to do with me not having the victories or the accolades, that he's had. It's no hate and shade, just competitive fire, man. You know what I'm saying? Me and my guy is 11-1, man. He's the big dog on the block. He has the longest winning streak of this old season, dare I say. Right now at this point, he has the longest winning streak. Oh, how he remains at the top, though, man. You know what I mean? He had to go get it done, and I'd be damned if he didn't. The projections were at one point were ridiculous. But then people kept fighting, man. They got a 1.18 at the helm. But they got 28 jumpers. 16 at Bam. Now he was debating back and forth if he was going to start. Oh, y'all should have heard these conversations about this guy, this superstar running back that he was acquiring. And I was just like, yo, you really gonna go with that? And he's telling me something about Travis. So that'll give you a hint on who we talk about. They got 16. Shout out to P. Bam, nice 16.7 from Puka. That's light. 11.5 from Lamb. That's super light. 9.5 for one. That's solid. That's bottom of this shit. That's solid. But with all that makeup go, the Maybelline is my guy. I think he's still second because I think it was some percentage points. But I thought it was 66. My eyes were deceiving me. I had told him it was 66. I thought I saw 66. Okay, I know I wasn't tripping, but it was 65 Gibbs. Oh man, I went back and watched the highlights of that game. I'm trying to think. Best number one pick in the first round. Go back and look at it. Go back and look at it.
Look, let me say this. After this game, he now averaged 28.4 a game. He split time now. He averaged 28.4 a game. So I think he might be the highest scoring number one pick like this season that was drafted. I mean I could be wrong on that, but I think he is.
We would definitely look into that later here on as we go with the show for sure. I wanted to say something else, and I'm gonna go ahead and shout out to some contributors on the Mac of the Year, and I'm gonna give it to you for a little bit. Dare I say the defensive pickup of the year? 13.5 from a defensive lineman. This nigga traded out Byron Young for Myles Garrett. This shit is bonkers. How could you let me see what you got on the other side? Oh! Brian Burns ain't nothing to sneeze at, though. Brian Burns ain't nothing to sneeze at, but not today. Not today, not that day, not going against Myles. It was 13-5 to 1. If you flip that shit, considering he cut Myles Garrett. We having a different story today. It's a different conversation. But it wasn't to be. I mean, you got 3-8. I don't blame Baker because it was crazy with the Rams, but Cook did 28-4. He got 41 from Jackson Smith and Jigga, but that wasn't enough. That's like Karl Malone going against Jordan. It's not enough. Jalen Warren, solid 17. Hunter Henry with a big 25-5. Man, that nigga had shit going. Browns defense 21 with that Myles Garrett, so he eating with you. Just imagine if he had Myles Garrett and the Browns defense, considering he had both. That's crazy work. Oh man, go ahead, man. He that who remains in the high castle, front running, leading the pack, looking down on all the peasants and all the, the lower teams.
Look, let me say this. Juice, the Mac of the Year, he got a hell of a team. And more than that, he's a hell of a coach because most of the week he had that Barnes guy for the tight end, and at the last minute he put in Henry. And when he did that, as I'm watching the game, I'm sitting there, and I want to apologize to everybody that tuned in for the Sunday show, and y'all just see this beautiful face because I was so intensely looking at my game second by second, trying to see what's going on. So I was so focused on that because it was that type of game. And that's why I want to give the Mac of the Year his props. He got a hell of a team. And what really just happened for him is that finally Rico didn't show up. Rico had showed up to the party every goddamn week that he has started. This week, he finally did show up to the party. And I got to give more props to the 49ers team, that damn defense that let me down in my only loss this year. And I want to highlight them because they decided to say, Rico, we ain't giving it to you today. This ain't gonna be your day. and they came through. And I gotta also thank rather Byron Young because Bryce Young rather because his ass threw a couple of picks that toward the end of the game and shit. So that kept make sure that Rico would have a chance to get that on the goal line and run it in. And then I gotta also thank the coaching staff of the Panthers for playing Chuba Hubbard. Seemed like more than they have ever played him in the last few weeks. And he actually came through and was getting some plays done. So I was surprised in that. So like really on the cool, I mean, look, I was projected to do like 186 or something like that. He was projected to do 175 or something like that. It was something in there, and we both overperformed over our projection, showing what type of team that we both have. Uh, uh, we both had underperformances, and we still put up over 200 points. So I just want to salute the Mac of the year because he did have that 10-game winning streak that has now come to an end, like I said that it would. And we beat him the first game of the season, and we beat him in the 12th game of the season. So I hope that puts to bed, and I hope I answered anybody questions that they needed to know about who is the better team. No pun intended. So again, I'm gonna be speaking about him in a second, so I'm not gonna give uh say too much at this exact moment, but I will say this. I kept saying when we was watching the games on Sunday, I kept saying this over and over. Man, I don't mean to ask more of you, Gibbs, but we need more. And I kept saying that, and each time he gave me more. So without
Understatement.
without him, we do not win this game. So I want to leave it at that.
Shit, that brings the total to 4 200-point games for Juice, the Mac of the year,
So you
and
got
3 for He Who Remains. No, they recalculated. He got 199 in that game.
oh, okay.
He didn't get 3 in a row. It
Oh,
looked like he did, but it
so
was
how
2.
many do I got now?
You got 3. He got 4.
Oh, okay. 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 Yeah.
Shout out to both of them, man, in the Mount Everest. If either one of them win another division, they would be number 1 and 2 seeds. But it ain't to be. It is what it is. That's how we got it, man. They end up in the same division. Let's go to the tally. You won this week. You actually got up on me. You got a game on me. You need to celebrate that. Let me give you a round of applause for getting the game up on me. 1 game.
I should have had 40. I'm telling you, these people be letting me down. I be picking them, having confidence in them, man. I should have went undefeated this week.
Uh, you went 4 and 2. You overall boost your records 38 and 34. 4 games over 500. I went 3 and 3. I didn't go. I didn't 500. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even lose the record, but 500. 48 and 24. What's that? 24 games over. I'm 10 over you.
Yeah.
So I would have to lose. I would have to lose out or something for you to catch up. So
Well, you know what? You know what, y'all? He say that, y'all. But look at this, y'all. What that more says is if we got we got the 2 weeks left in the regular season, and
well,
we got the 3 weeks in the playoffs. So that's five. That's 5 weeks. So if I just
but
gave
the game's gonna get smaller in the playoffs. You ain't gonna have six
what
six
what
games to choose from. You're gonna have like the first week you're gonna have 6. Next week you're gonna have like 4, and then 2.
yeah, yeah. But look, y'all, all I got to do is get 10 victories over him up until like that point. See, this is the thing. This is what he doing.
I'd have to lose out.
This is what he doing, y'all. He picking.
Nobody believes that. Nobody believes I'm gonna
Look,
lose out.
what he doing? He picking me every week. So he getting a big.
No, there's the week I didn't pick you. Go back and look at the video. Go back and look at the games. This week I didn't pick you.
The only week that he didn't pick me
Was the week Coach won.
Yeah. See what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. He says, like he done picked me.
And I was right. I was right.
Well, he done picked
Ladies
me.
and gentlemen,
No, he ain't
look
picked
here, y'all. I was right.
He
Right,
picked
you know what I mean?
the week that I played him and the week that I played coach. Them the only 2 weeks he ain't picked me.
Yeah, actually, yeah, you're right. You got me on that. I did go 2-0, picking for you to lose and for you to beat me. I mean, hey, it is what it is. I'm fucked up. I've been fucked up. Everybody know I'm fucked up. But shit, man, that's our records for this week. I'm sparkling as always. Shout out to me. Shout out to me. They're a little late back there. Don't worry about it. They're a little late, man. It's okay. Move it right along. Set the move, man. Get the candles and shit together. The ambiance on point. It's time for Big Banks. Find out and know. I got people calling me, sparking it up. Damn.
Oh y'all, everybody. I want to welcome y'all to the Five Nine and Out, where each week we highlight the 5 players that set the table for their teams. Coming in at number 5 this week. The team had lost an amazing 7 games in a row and have been eliminated from the playoffs, but they showed character by not giving up and knocking off the leader of their division with help from the first of 2 guys on the hour this week for their team. With 30 carries, 104 yards, 1 touchdown, 3 receptions for 31 shit, how many yards he had?
He had 104 yards.
No, I'm saying the receptions. How many yards he had?
3 receptions for 31. You're saying? Oh, hold on. I can go look him up. Let me go my bad.
I fucked that one up right there. Yeah, I didn't put the yards on there. How many?
Hold on. Let's go back to Kareem Hunt. Reception. There we go. He had 3 catches, 26 yards.
Okay, there you go, y'all. He had 3 receptions for 26 yards for a 31.6. We talking about Kareem Hunt. Look, Kareem Hunt. Pacheco was said that he was going to be out. Like to me, it was a no-brainer to play Hunt over Charbonnet, and so that was a good move right there, doing that. But it helped the team that had lost 7 games in a row, had been eliminated from the playoffs. But what we speak about in our league is about integrity, and he showed that in his spades and shared character, and by his guy giving him 30 carries, 104 yards, 1 touchdown, 3 receptions for 26 yards for a 31.6. We talking about Kareem Hunt. Coming in at number 4. He's part of an explosive offense and part of 2 NFL teammates to make the hour this week. And he showed up and he showed out with 9 receptions, 149 yards, a touchdown for a 31.9. Amon-Ra St. Brown. Say this guy right here is sneaky good. He's never going to be considered the best receiver in the league, but people always say he top 5. So that's going to mean he's going to always be a great player. And I'm talking about with numbers like 9 receptions, 149 yards, a touchdown for a 31.9. Amon-Ra St. Brown. Coming in at number 3. This guy has seemed to have been a solo artist on offense this season, doing it all for his team to keep them in contention for the best record in the NFL. And his team didn't win this week, but he did his job with 289 yards, a touchdown, 7 carries for 33 yards, 2 more touchdowns for a 32.64. We talking about Jalen Hurts. I mean, he can make it hurt. They went up 21-0 early on the Cowboys, but they didn't get the job done at the end of the day. But like I said, he did his with that 289 yards, a touchdown, 7 carries, 33 yards, 2 more touchdowns for that 32.64. We talking about Jalen Hurts. Coming in at number 2. It seems to continue to happen week after week when a player goes down and his backup shows up, shows why they're a professional football player at the highest level. And it happened again with 28 carries, 107 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 receptions for 18 yards for a 35.2 Emmanuel Wilson. Like I say, the NFL, what they show you in the NFL is that even they backups. You hear this all the time about basketball players. They say they got a 12th man on the bench will out-hoop anybody on the street any day of the week. And that's what you see with the NFL. Even they backup players, when they come in, it's like there's no drop-off. They just show the level of what you got to have, the fortitude to be able to make it in the National Football League with numbers like 28 carries, 107 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 receptions for 18 yards for 35.2 Emmanuel Wilson. And coming in at number 1, y'all. I've said it on several occasions that he's the best running back in all of football. And that statement spoke the loudest ever this past weekend with 15 carries, 219 yards, 2 touchdowns, 11 receptions, 45 yards, 1 more touchdown for a 65.0 Jameer Gibbs.
Mm-hmm.
This is the all-time
Mm-hmm.
for points in the Inside the Huddle Fantasy Football League in a single game, and what we just seen, the record broke by Jonathan Taylor a week or two back, and it's like Jameer Gibbs said, you know what? Let me show what I can do, and let me surpass what JT did, even though he's the bell cow for the Colts. And you do that with numbers like this. So I'm gonna repeat it again for you guys. 15 carries, just 15 for 219 yards, 2 touchdowns, 11 receptions, 11 for 45
11.
yards, 1 touchdown for 65.0 Jameer Gibbs. And I want to thank y'all for visiting to find out on that one this week. Man,
That was exquisite.
man, that was some live shit, man, that happened, man. But you know what? What
It's time for
everybody
some
want to know
schooling.
is, who am I putting on the beauty of the week? Well, this, you guys, it's usually what I do is I just scour all over the world and I find people from different spots all over the world and I bring them to people, because they've never seen these people before. But this week I bring somebody to someone that some people might be familiar with, but I know it's millions and millions and millions out there that are familiar with it. So let me tell y'all who it is. It's WWE superstar and women's champion, Jade Cargill. Now, let me tell y'all, you talking about beauty, in shape. You talking about like
Drum
all
roll, please.
all of the above.
Okay.
Say,
I
man,
was wondering who I was gonna get.
say,
Let me check her out because I don't know her. You
see,
just introduced her to me. I don't like the 6-pack and the muscles. I know she gotta be muscled up for it. Okay. What kind of outfit is that? Beautiful woman. I listen. All women are beautiful in their own way. Some more than others, and some in you know more astonishing ways. Let me say that.
Let me
Okay.
let me
Shout
tell
out to her.
let me tell y'all something.
I'm gonna
Uh,
say this is one of my least favorites of yours.
you know what? I knew this would be one of your least favorites. I knew it would be.
She got too much going on. I know they can't see it, but right here and here and here, I ain't gonna say what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Because I know she's all woman, every woman. Uh,
She's actually married to a baseball player, Brandon Phillips. Um, yeah, but yeah, so some people don't appreciate the woman that's in that type of shape. I I,
I like my women a little softer. I'm gonna
look
say that
look
a
I'm
little
not
softer.
I'm not mad at the WWE superstar and women's champion Jade Cargill
Not at all.
for being a beautiful woman and for being in tremendous shape. I'm not I ain't mad at that, but yeah, if you don't know who she is, that's who she is, and uh, we gonna that's gonna be your beauty of the week. But and when I post her, because I post all my beauty of the weeks on Twitter each week, and the one that got the most response, I think I think one of them got like over 8,000 views, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah.
probably one of the ones I like the most.
Uh, she she a baddie. I forgot which one it was, but this is what this what I'm gonna put to the test. I'm gonna see if Jay Cargill go past that. I'm gonna
Mm.
go past that because I'm telling you, she got a lot of fans. She got a lot of fans, and that's what
Oh, if the WWE fans check in, yeah, she might.
I'm saying. I'm saying people love seeing a beautiful woman like run that first picture back there. Run that first picture back front.
Okay. Uh,
Man, come on, man. What are we talking about, man?
I
What are we,
mean, that might be the best picture of her to me, for my preference.
what are
You
we?
know what I'm saying?
Hold on,
She look her softest in that picture.
hold on, right there. Right there.
Where, where? Right here?
Right there, she a beast. The next one, she a beast. No, not that one. That one right there, she a beast. Go to the one where she got
They give me
go to the one where she
They
got
give me Dairy Queen vibes. They give me Dairy Queen vibes.
right there. She a beast.
Yeah, but this one give me DQ vibes.
Nigga said DQ vibes.
Dairy Queen.
That nigga said DQ vibes.
It do. This one too. This one give me DQ vibes too. Nah, this one actually give me I ain't gonna say it.
And,
Uh the
and then
the letter that comes after S
man,
before you. After S before you. She give me that vibe right there. And I know she's not. I know she's not, but I just don't like
oh, oh,
I
oh. I don't be on no shit like that. I don't be on no shit like that. I don't know. Whoa, that nigga, hey, hey, Hey man.
Hey man, listen, hey, everybody like their woman, how they like their women. I like mine a little softer. Like all this right here, I know, they can't see it, but I'm circling all that right there. That's too much for me. Maybe I'm not man enough for a woman who's buff like that. You know what I'm saying? Me, I don't know.
Too much ass for you, muscle ass for you.
No, it's just the muscle part. I like ass. I don't like muscled ass. I like muscled ass. Make me even think. It reminds me of a man.
See,
Muscled ass. Men have muscled ass. Women have like juicy, soft,
see, I ain't,
big, plump booties,
see, I ain't even.
asses.
See, my mind.
That's my mental.
See, my mind can't even go there.
Beautiful woman. Beautiful woman.
It's either you look like a man or you don't. And muscles to me don't make you look like no nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just to me. Like that's just to me. Like
No, I ain't say she look like a nigga. I said it's just too. It reminds me of how a man's ass would be. I don't know how I would deal with all the muscles. It's kind of be like washboard or some gripping ass. I don't know. Maybe you don't knock it till you try it. I ain't never tried it, so I don't know. I could be wrong. I ain't never always been right,
you said
but I am right because I know I ain't always right.
Rode you out. You said the six.
Yeah, I don't really like my women with a super six pack like that. I'm just saying my preference. Everybody got theirs. You know what I'm saying?
Look, I did.
You know what I'm saying? Some people go to the bar and they get, a shot of tequila. Some people go to the bar and they get a mixed drink. Some people go to the bar and they get a shot of their yakka, you know what I'm saying? Or something, you know what I mean?
See, for me, the whole segment, and for me, I just like beautiful women. Like it, like that, like that come in all shapes and sizes for me. You know what I'm saying? Like that ain't necessarily saying that.
No. I'm not speaking on your behalf. I'm
No,
speaking from my preference on that. But what I will say this, with any list that you come with, there will be like the best of the list and the not so best.
yeah.
And then everything else falls in the bed. I'm just saying, that's my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah. That's gonna always be like that.
So that's all I'm saying. Shout out to Jade Cargill, a very beautiful beauty of the week. And she does look good, and she is very good looking. Which leads us right into this next segment, which is looking good and good looking. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my nigga though. Mac Twin has won 3 in a row after going 0-7. He's 4-8. Just 4 games. I mean, he ain't got 4 games to catch up, but he won 3 in a row. Shit, man. Yeah, we might win 5 in a row.
And if he win the next 2 and to finish 6-8, that's a triumph. You know what I'm saying? People might not.
Come on, man. Some niggas that would have gave up. That nigga kept fighting even after that. I know he was fucked up about that. I know that had to hurt. Fight. He was in here earlier. Shout out Matt Twin. Let's keep this looking good shit going, man. I think this is looking good too, man. NNG has clinched the playoff spot. Shout out to Drake for the paper, man. NNG clinching, dare I say, the 4th playoff spot. So there's 2 more to go, 2 more up the grabs. He got him 1. He reached out and got him 1 with or without the division. He got a playoff spot like that. And what's really good looking, man? Hey, man, listen. He who remains ended the 10-game winning streak of the MAC of the year. And in doing so, they reached 200 plus points for the 3rd time this season. And they have the longest win streak of the season. I know you don't see that on ticker, but they currently have the longest win streak. They removed the longest win streak. Listen to what I'm saying. I know y'all hear me, man. Listen, they knocked off the longest winning streak, and they right now have, and I mean, who would not think that they would continue? They have the longest winning streak in the league right now. Coincidentally, on top of that, 4-game winning streak. Shout out to he who remains, man. That's looking good and good looking, man. Really good looking. Shit, we're gonna push this shit right along. We're gonna go into these. Let me take. Oh, I left the wrong banner. Let me take into the weekend top scores, scoring leaders for the weekend. This is not the scoring leaders on the season, but this is the top niggas that just did it this past weekend. They just did it. They just got it done. They just went and did it. You know what I'm saying? We talking about Jameer Gibbs, who had a 65. Jackson Smith and Jigma had a 41. E. Wilson showed up and showed out with a 335.2. C. Mac is reliable, 34.5. That's still like old faithful. You know what I'm saying? And then Wendell Robinson showed up with a 33.9. We missed the malpractice segment because we would have put Wendell Robinson on that for Coach Lewis because there was mismanagement and malpractice. But we're gonna keep that shit going next year for sure. We're gonna sign the Mills up for that shit. Let's take a peek at our leading scores on the season, though. Average, just to go into the MVP vote. And we got Jonathan Taylor leading the way. Even though he only got 10, he still leads with 32 average per game. C-Mac right behind with 31. I mean, C-Mac got more points, so they might say, hey, Jonathan Taylor averaged more, but C-Mac has more points on the season, 376 to 354. So C-Mac may get more votes, even though Jonathan Taylor currently leads. And then we got Gibbs making a placement on the top 3. He hadn't been up there all year. Now he got 28 points, 28 points a game and 312 on the season. And A-Chain, look at that. He got 20 niggas on the list, bro. That's crazy. Somebody didn't do that. Y'all got this fucked up. Look at this shit, home. Take this down. Pay attention. Look. He got Gibbs and A-Chain. He got 2 niggas. Whereas 2 teams got the 2 top niggas. He got 2 niggas on the same team. A 28 and a 26 as A-Chain jumps up on this. And shit, with rounding out top 5, and nigga, Josh still in the top 5, and I think he has had a subpar season. Definitely not the top number 1 pick we drafted in all the football early this season. That's our top leading scorers. Jonathan Taylor leads the average. C-Mac leads everyone in points. I know what y'all want to talk about right now, man. Y'all want to get into this list and y'all want to see if I crack, if I got something that don't make sense, or if my list ain't sparkling like, it always is, the top champagne. Man. It's LAB's TV 5. The best 5, man. The best 5. Yeah. LAB TV 5. The best 5. The best 5 in our league. Starting number 5. This guy has been on the list, has been off the list. He's had a 500 subpar season, but for him, it's a really great season. Considering this is the second time only doing this shit, and he got other shit going on. We talking about Ruben's Rowdy team, man. They 6-6. They win. They got one more win and they in. You know what I'm saying? So they doing the job. They getting it done. They rise to number 5 on our list after being off last week. Number 4, y'all gonna have to get used to some shit here right now, cause it ain't no change, man. It's gonna stay right here. It's gonna stay the same. We got number 4, NNG. It was number 4 last week. They took a 3-game losing streak, and they still remained. Listen, that's called staying power. You can lose that many games and still be on the list. That means you were doing something before you had that rank. You know what I'm saying? I mean, shout out to NNG. They 7-5, man. They lead their division, and number 4 on LAB's TV5 list. And number 3, it stays the same. It's no law, different. Sometimes when you lose, you fall, but not this won't be the case, man. Lewis stays right here at 8-4. There's no other team that has a record that's comparable to him, besides the guys that are above him. Shout out to Coach Tommy Lewis. This is his first time doing this through 12 games. He's won 8 of them. 8-4. Number 3 on LAB's TV5 list. And number 2, there's a change. There's a change, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, man, listen. Hey, there's been some shakeups going on. There's been something happened, man. You know what I mean? It was not to be. The Mac of the year has fallen one spot on LAB's TV5 to number 2. They are 10-2. That's all you need to know right there. Unless you want to delve further and be like, well, who did they lose to? If you asking that, then you're gonna get the answer of the team who's at the top of the hill, the top of Mount Everest. I mean, that's the highest peak recorded, right? Am I wrong? Let me get into the fact check. I think Mount Everest is the highest peak summit on Earth. And these guys are here in the High Council, man. You know, they reign supreme. They're 11-1. They said they would get it done, and they did get it done. So it's only right there at the top of LABs. They earned it, man. You understand me? They said, hey, we should have never took a fall for a loss that was, you know, everybody on the bench or whatever. Hey, man, you still got to field the team. You know that. He know that. You know what I'm saying? And this other guy was on a tremendous run. But you ended the run, so therefore you is warranted at the top of LAB's TV5. And there you go right there. Number 5, Ruben's Body Team, 6-6, NEG 7-5, Lewis 8-4, 10-2 for the Mac of the Year, and number 1. Helmet has 1 loss, and he had down the whole team out. He who remains. He who remains at the top after all the smoke clears. I know you don't have anything to say. Right? I heard something about a boycott. But the boycott aside, the list is sparkling. It's tremendous. It's astonishing how I am able to get this shit right each and every week. No bias, no sympathy, you know, no lifting nobody up by their bootstrap. You earn it and you earn it and you get it, you know. You have what you have. And that's what we got. That means TV5. What say you?
You know, look, you finally got it correct. That's correct. I mean, look, I could understand.
Which one is it? It's this one.
I can understand.
Gotta say that.
And I continue to say that. You know, the Mac of the Year won 10 games in a row. I mean, look, man, I didn't do it. You know, so
nobody else.
So that was an unbelievable run that he went on. So, like I say, you know, I mean, you put him number 1. Hey, it all came to a crescendo. We had to play each other. 2 10-1 teams. You know, I just ain't never heard of nothing like that. Where 2 teams of 10-1, and they
united
in division. Like that, it was a lot going on right there, and it all came to a head this week in that matchup with the Mac of the Year, and we pulled it out, which allowed us to get back on top of TB5, and we just plan on staying right there at that spot for the rest of the season on through the Super Bowl.
I mean, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. As good as you've been playing this season, I see no reason for it to change. Let's get into the league standing and division leaders. Currently, we have he who remains at the top of Mount Everest. I mean, there is a chance he could be caught if he loses out and the Mac of the Year wins out. And I don't see that happening. But we don't have any wise right now. But he remains 11-1. The Mac of the Year is 10-2. Phil Belichick is in a horrible situation right now. But anything is possible. You know, anything is possible. We're going to the Pentagon, where Coach Tommy Lewis is in prime position to take over the division with the win. Win, and you lock in the number 2 seed. Ruben's Rider team needs some help. So, you know, win, they will be in the playoffs, though. They might not win the division, but they win in the playoffs for certain. And the Oval Office, well, this division is still up. It's only a game that separates us with 2 games to play, and one of those games is a head-to-head matchup. It's going to need some points, though. As you can see, the better team is down 32 points, and they've already lost to No Nuts No Glory this season. So it won't be just enough to get the win. They got to get the win and score some points these last two games to be able to raffle that number 3 seed, maybe 2 seed. I was looking at the playoff situation. I don't know if No Nuts No Glory could finish sixth. Let's get into that. Before we get into that, look, here we go. He will remain at the top. They got Coach Tommy Lewis, number 2, because he will be the number 2 seed in the playoffs. No Nuts, No Glory will be the number 3 seed. If it was ended today, the Mac of the Year will fall in the number 4 seed. Ruben's Rider team will be 5, and 6 currently will be the better team with the Phil Belichick hoping for an opportunity. But these other guys with 8 losses also already been on record 8 losses and not get you in the playoffs. Here's the playoff bracket, though. This is where it gets interesting. Pay attention to what I was saying. If No Nuts, No Glory loses the division, let's just say they lose one of these 2 games and the better team wins both of them, and it comes down to points, and the better team wins. Well, hypothetically, they win the division, okay? No Nuts, No Glory would drop to the 5th seed and go against the Mac of the Year. Now, if they win the division and the better team simply wins the game and gets in the playoffs, they will actually be playing each other again. It will be back-to-back games. So No Nuts, No Glory could lose against the better team. They could lose one game, then lose against the better team, and still make the win the division. But if they do in that scenario, the better team will still go back to play No Nuts, No Glory first round in the playoffs. So it'd be back-to-back games, which would be kind of interesting. I wish they were in here. I know they would rather play me again, win or lose week 14, than to go over there fucking with the Mac of the Year. Leave him in bracket 1 and let them figure that shit out a third time. That's how I see it. That's what I look at. I'm gonna try to stay over here and Coach Tommy shit. As long as I win next week, I'm gonna figure this shit out.
And it's a possibility, you got to speak on this, that if Coach Lewis loses out and Rude wins the next 2 games, then he could win the division if his points are more.
Yeah, that's interesting. Because the points, I'm gonna go back to that. I'm gonna bring that up. The points are comparable because it's only, what's that? 24 points. 24-point difference. It's only a 24-point difference, which can be made up.
Yeah.
It definitely be made up.
Yeah.
But at the same time, Coach lose out and I win out, I'll win number 2 seed. As long as I can take the points away from No Nuts, No Glory.
Yeah.
And I'm down 32. So it's a lot of little shit, you know what I'm saying, variables. This is a great season, man. Even down to the wire, it still got intrigue. It still got what's gonna happen, who done it type shit.
Yeah.
All right, let's go ahead and run this shit, man. Week 13 matchups. This is where we get busy. This is where you're trying to catch up.
Yeah.
We know that ain't gonna happen, but let's just say if it could, you gotta start this week. All right, first game up, we got Bread Hunter 3-9 going against Natural Born College who are 4-8. The projections got the College 151 to 136. Have they made any moves? Let me go check. I want to just look. I want to be accurate. I'm trying to see if they made any moves this cycle. Saturday they made a move. They added Dyke and didn't play him. But yeah, Saturday. So they haven't made any moves as of the last 24 hours. free agent cycle. Let me look in the game. If you already know you're taking, you can go ahead and say it.
Well,
But
I think that Brad Hunter still
oh
got
yeah, you're gonna take. I already. Yeah, my bad.
he still got some moves that he got to make. The last time I checked, he got some people on the bench that I'm pretty sure he gonna try to maneuver around and bring them up top. So I think that this is gonna be a tough one right here. But I'm gonna go on and go with Brad Hunter. I'm gonna see if his team can put it together again this week. Now, I will say this: if Ashton Genty don't play, then I'm gonna go with MBK.
I got a deeper question. Sorry, I still got this up. My bad. I was looking at something. I got a deeper question. Uh, Higgins play third tomorrow,
Well,
and
he
he's out.
he ain't playing. He got the concussion.
But listen, we know that, right? But
Yeah.
he's still in the lineup.
Oh,
So
okay. Yeah. Yeah. That's that wild
I
world.
know this game don't matter because it's not like somebody's trying to get to the playoffs and he's playing. But we had a discussion about next week, which kind of has some implications. It has some implications. It could, depending on how this week shake out. Um, how long do we give him before we just go ahead and throw the auto up?
Let me say this: if he don't replace Higgins tomorrow, he going auto after they game start.
What time tomorrow though?
I'm
You
saying
said after,
I said the second that they game start, he go on auto if Higgins is still in the lineup.
so we don't do it. We should do an hour. I think an hour before the game, we turn it on auto, and whatever happened with auto will happen. If he
Okay.
ain't changed him in an hour before the game, he going on auto.
Yeah. But because what I'm saying is I'm not I know these are grown motherfucking men. I'm not trying to control how you move, when you move, and none of that shit. But I don't like shit, you know what I'm saying, being done. At least have somebody in the lineup. So if you do some last second shit, you just changing a nigga out of the lineup. But don't have a nigga that's on a bye or that's hurt just sitting in your lineup up into an hour before the game. What are we doing?
And I think going forward, because this is not our inaugural season, we have to set precedent. You know what I'm saying? So going forward, it's something like understood.
Like
You know what
like
I'm saying?
they got to be in that rule book. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, yes, absolutely. Yeah. So with that being said, I got to bring it back. Uh, I'm gonna take the Coyotes to win this. They got 151 projection and they don't even have a flex in it right now. So that tells me that their projection is gonna go up. Genty may be down. Uh Charbonnet goes in for him, I guess. He don't have very much. Oh, he gonna make Allen and Johnston in. One of them might eat. Both of them might eat. We'll see. So he got some more shit going. I'm gonna take the Coyotes. I'm
Yeah,
just gonna be different. I'm just gonna be different because
I think that what we
I
still
don't want to tie with you.
got to hear from is if Jacobs is gonna really play or not.
That is true. Because if you don't, Wilson could have a similar type game. I
Exactly.
mean, it's possible. They say they got Jacobs up and they got Wilson to a 5, but you know how that shit go. They'll come back
Yeah.
and bitch would be like a 19 something type
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah. 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 I just gotta. If he wasn't, I'm gonna check. I'm gonna check to see if he even participated in practice today. But yeah, I'm going with Bridge. So that's two of them that we separated on so far already.
That's one. That's our first one. But They don't even got no designation for Jacobs. Yeah, so he don't even got a designation, so he out there. They don't remove his designation, so he out there. He gonna be kind of stronger going into week 14. Looks like. Let's go to this next joint. We got the Mac of the Year going against Detroit or nothing. Is the Mac of the Year reeling from this gut wrenching loss? Ain't heartbreaking. Gut wrenching. I know he wanted to win this motherfucker, but shit, he put up 204 points, so you can't be mad at that. Detroit or nothing has one win in a row. They got it damn near a 20-point difference. I'm looking at the lineup. Danny Jones got a Q. Chase is coming back. Oh, that's gonna be big with Joe. Joe playing. Rico ain't gonna do much against the Rams. Cook gonna be cooking.
A 170 to 185 or something like that.
186 to 169. I give you 170.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna take the Mac of the Year to bounce back. I'm gonna go ahead and get on out there. I'm gonna take the Mac of the Year to bounce back. So we're just gonna go back and forth.
I'm gonna take Detroit or nothing. I think that
2 weeks in a row.
That Patrick Mahomes, Chase Brown, I think AJ Brown might even have a good game this week. I think Brock Bowers is gonna bounce back from the slow game he had the previous week. So I think they're gonna shine up and down the board with Detroit or nothing. So I'm going with Detroit or nothing.
Okay, it's 2 games we separate. You was just in the future a little bit. You was on.
What about the first game we did?
That was Bread and EBK, and this is the second game, the Mac of the Year.
I thought we did a game before that.
This is our second game right here. NNG, this is our third game actually. NNG 7-5 going against Mac Twin. Mac Twin, I talked to Mac Twin. Mac Twin said he gonna win this motherfucker too.
Yeah.
It's even. Mac Twin is actually 2 points ahead. 160 in projection. You know how projections go, but 167 to 165. Mac Twin trying to win 4 in a row. That'll be a good way to finish, man. You can go through your division and win the last 3 division games. That means something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I ran through these niggas at the end of the season. It's your turn to go. Who you got?
I'm going with Twin on this. Like I said, NNNG. They're on the struggle bus right now. I think they'll be lucky if they put up 150 points. So I'm going with Twin. I think Twin got the stronger players right now, led by Jalen Hurts. I think that he got this one right here.
Twin might have to figure something out with DK Metcalf though. He didn't practice today.
Oh, well, he got funky.
You gonna go Debo? You gonna go Debo Samuel, or you gonna go Myers? McConkey already in there.
Oh, he already in there. Well, shit, I'm going Debo.
Wait, yeah, McConkey already in there. Debo.
Yeah, I'm going
Debo against Denver.
Oh, that's a tough one right there, though. That's a tough one right there. So.
Jacoby Myers against Tennessee.
Jacoby Myers, you ain't really heard nothing about him since he went to.
He had a good game last week. He went 4 for 6, 50 yards in the touchdown. He had a 15 after getting 11 the week before.
But he letting Parker Washington outshine that.
Parker Washington had a good kick return, and he had some shit going with that. But you're right.
Last week he had the catches and touchdowns that week.
And the one name too. That's all I'm saying. The kick return.
But yeah,
who would you go? Okay, so you would take Debo over Jacoby Myers.
Yeah.
So you're gonna deal with Denver. At least you at home, though, I guess.
Surtain, I don't even know if Surtain is back yet.
It don't matter. They still got niggas over there.
Man,
I'm gonna take Twin. I'm gonna ride with you. I'm gonna take Twin to get the win too, cause I kind of need him. I kind of need him to get the win too, but I believe he'll get the win. But I do need him too. So it's a 2-1. We're going with the Riders and the Bowdies. Ruben's Rowdy team going into Coach Tommy Lewis's stadium. It's 179 and 172. They're trying to go get the win. It's on me, huh? Okay. I'm gonna say this, man. As much as I want Coach to lose this one, I'm looking at some of these matchups. You know what? You know what? I'm gonna take the Rowdies.
Oh
I love you, Coach. I love you, Coach. I'm gonna take the Rowdies. I'm gonna take the Rowdies to get in the playoff this week, man. I'm gonna take the Rowdies to get in the playoff this week and still have a shot at the division. Even though they would rather beat somebody else this week and play Coach next week, considering who Coach has next week. But still have a shot. I'm gonna take the Rowdies. Who you got?
he took my pick right there, y'all. Because look, I gotta point out something for everybody. Have people noticed that Ibuka ain't been good since he came back from that injury?
And then you got Teddy. Teddy
He
throwing on the ball.
he was the best.
He might have Teddy.
He was top 3 receiver probably in the whole league before that injury. He got that injury, and he ain't been the same since. So I feel like Ibuka is off the board. JT got a tough matchup this week. He's running Bo Nix probably out there.
He
So
is.
so
You
so
would you would you would take Brissett out there?
I
He
probably
projected a 20 though.
I probably would because
Bo against Washington. I don't
Brissett is
know.
out Brissett is out there getting those completions, and I would probably go with Brissett, but that's just me. But I don't think Bo Nix is just I don't think he ain't Drake May. Let me say that.
Got Jonathan Taylor going against Houston.
He ain't Drake May. So I think Houston is gonna be up. D'Amico Ryans, he gonna have them boys ready for JT. He gonna tell them we want Danny Dimes to throw the ball. That's what we want. So you see how he been struggling lately too. We want him to throw it. We gonna shut down JT. So I feel like that. It's too many things that's gonna be against Coach on this one. I think he loses second in a row. I'm going with RT.
I don't think Wendell Robinson gonna have a 14 against New England. At
No,
New England.
no, hell no,
I don't think they're gonna do as much passing or running against New England.
no.
Them niggas square up business. Okay, so we locked in on those two. Let's see if we can get some straight on this next game. You know what I'm saying? We got MMT going against the better team. It's an early projection 161 to 139. It feels good to get a projection in the 160s. I haven't seen that shit in a while. God damn. It's been fucked up over here. We've been trying to piece this shit together. We pieced it to get the 500. We got a 500 car. But that motherfucker still running though. Yeah, man. 161 to 139. I was looking over there, and we both coming off losing streak, so somebody gonna get a win. I was looking up over there. Kamara is questionable, but they ain't got him for no points.
Yeah, they got it for a 0, so he ain't gonna play. And
He ain't playing.
they backup. They already Neely or what some shit like that. His name is. I tried to get him. That's the only person I tried to get this week in free agency. But Phil Belichick picked him up.
Yeah, I seen that too. I wanted him. I knew he wasn't gonna fall to me. Growing, Saquon limited in practice also.
Yep.
Saquon limited
Yeah.
with the growing injury.
Look. It's my turn to go. So let me go and get on out there. This is an easy one for me. So I'm going with the better team this week. I think that they punched their ticket to the playoffs this week with the victory, and I think it's going to be a a hard climb up the hill for MMT to try to get a victory this week.
Yeah, I think we get back to our winning ways this week. I think we stay in contention for the division and the number 2 seed, considering depending on what happens with Ruben and Coach the Rowdies and Coach Tommy. Uh, I think we got the right guys in the lineup. Hampton is coming back. We got somewhat of a 3-headed monster or such. Uh, we'll see. We ain't seen Harvey, Hampton, and ETN run together. And then we're going with Ted to bounce back against the Rams. I don't know. Maybe.
So Omarion playing this week?
Yeah, he playing this week.
Oh, okay.
And I usually don't play players coming off injury. It's been.
So you got him in your lineup already?
Yeah, I've been moved him up. I moved him up. I moved him up to the active roster last week, and then I put him in. I went ahead and in my rock this week and put him in there at flex. So yeah, I got him in there.
Oh, okay.
I got to make another roster move too because I got to bring somebody up for Joe ready. So I can't even pick up nobody unless I bring Joe up. So I'm probably going to be cutting somebody. Shit, man, we just gotta get it done. You know, we gonna get it. It's a prime week. Barkley might be out, Kamara might be out. We'll take it. You know, I know he gonna go put Pacheco in there, going against my big bull in the middle. I like our chances, man. I like our chances. Hopefully, they continue to hold it down and only give about 40-some yards rushing. That would be nice to shut down Pacheco, whatever he trying to do. He come back off an injury, first game off an injury, so we don't expect him to be, doing this thing. He got Kincaid. I don't know if he gonna bring him up or he gonna stick with Fant. It don't matter. It don't matter. The better team will win this week. Of course, I'm taking myself. Ain't no need to even put that up for debate or conversation. We have to get it done. We got shits right in front of us lined up. We can actually pull together a decent year. We can get the 8-6. We got to get this one right here first. We can get the 8-6 and possibly the number 2 seed. Wow. You know what I'm saying? It's all before us. Everything is right before us. So we'll get started with this one. We're going to get this one. We're going to take our business, man. We'll check back with y'all to validate that. But, yeah, you know what I'm taking. In the last game right here, of course, I got to go. It's he who remains against Bill Belichick. He's already projected to get 201 points. Mm-hmm. And he ain't even stepped on the fucking field. They saying he gonna get 200. They got Gibbs for 25, Lamb 20. They giving him 20 against Kansas City defense, 20 for Puka, 30 for Devin A. Chain. That might be a little inflated. 18 for Junkins, 18 for Love. And Belichick, he's holding on to his playoff hopes. He can't lose this one. He got a Olave question, but what's up with the Olave? Limited practice due to a back injury. Devontae Smith is a shoulder chest illness. Did not practice Wednesday.
Yeah, he questionable.
He got Gainwell in there.
Yeah.
Walker, Williams, Herbert. Williams better get busy. Because the nigga on the other side, oh my God, he would have 30. Oh my God, this nigga would have a 180 something against your. You would lose what? 10 points, 190. You still be up 190. But I would like to see the 30 on the other side. But be that as it may. Let me see who we gonna go with if he don't go. If he had to pull those 2 players. You got Michael Wilson over there. Okay. Is Harrison back? They got Harrison. Let me see. Appendix officially was limited at Wednesday. Oh, he got to make a roster move. He got to cut somebody. He got to bring Harrison up just in case he ready. Devin Neal is already questionable. He just got picked up due to a knee injury. Damn. He damaged goods.
Damn, let me go and look and see who his backup is. Shit.
Shit. I'm gonna take he who remains, man. I would just make it suspenseful. Bill, I think your season might come to an end. It won't be officially over this week, but it'll be over. You hold no tiebreakers against anybody in front of you. If they win, they end up.
Yeah.
Even if they listen, even if he wins, if the Rowdies and the better team win, he's still out.
yeah, yeah. Because the last game wouldn't matter.
It wouldn't matter because he don't own the tiebreaker.
Yeah. And he
Mm.
down the game. So, it wouldn't matter. But let me say this. I want to point everybody's attention to the bottom of my roster, at the very bottom, at the very, very bottom of my roster. It was a player that once had an O. He has a Q now beside his name.
Oh my god!
And
He don't got no points.
no, look,
My
you
guy got points. Both of
look,
my guys got points.
click on my actual team.
I'm over there.
Okay, go to the next.
Limited practice participant
No,
Wednesday.
no. I'm saying click on my team and go to the next week.
Okay, yeah, I know. They
What
got him
what
projected.
What do you
They
see?
got him. They got him projected to play next week, and they still don't got no points. See, you look at it, it look different from on yours is different because all they do on when I go look at your schedule is give me the projections from last week, this week right here. So
No,
his points ain't updated.
no. Once the week is over, whatever you seeing there is what the projections is for this week coming up.
I know he got a 0, so that's what I'm saying. I can't see what you see. Like if I go to mine, I see different. I can't see what you see because we can't go on your team roster like that. The only thing we can do is go to your schedule.
I be seeing it out. Look, I be seeing it all the time.
Well, tell me where you go to do that.
Okay, I'm saying, are you on the matchup page right now?
Oh, okay. I see what you're talking about. Week 4. Okay. No, it still got me 0 for week 14. It still got 0.
Yeah, yeah. Mine say 24 when I look it up. Mine say
I
20.
just I just clicked on you for week 14. It still stays 0 right here.
Yeah.
Look, see that's week 14.
But look, do we got any projections for any of the players?
Yeah, the ones that's playing. You see it? The
I,
ones that's playing.
but I see some players don't even got no projections by their shit.
Hubbard got a bye week. Pearsall got a bye week. Nobody else on the bench. Tootin, all them got projections. Everybody got projections. Harry Fanning got a projection. Bam Knight got a projection. Pierce, Tootin, the Packers defense, but Jane Daniels don't on this with the show right here. He probably will. He practiced limited, so that lets me know if he can practice limited. It's a left arm. I'm sure he's wrapped up. I'm sure he's good. He throw with his right arm.
Let me see, what they got. Let me see. Yeah, you're right. They don't switch to 0 on mine too. They don't switch to 0 on mine too. Okay. All right. Go. Okay. Okay. Go to round 1 of the playoffs then. Yeah. Go to round 1 of the playoffs.
Okay, now you got 24-5.
Yeah, but I ain't gonna need him in round 1 because I gotta buy that week. But
So round 2 they got 21-5.
yeah, and
He
then
going against Philadelphia. You would start him against Philadelphia his first, second week back.
yeah, over Jordan Love probably, yeah.
Joe Love going against Chicago.
I don't know. I still might start him over Jordan Love. What about the Super Bowl game?
They got it for 23-5. He going against Dallas defense
Okay, Dallas. Look at the rest of the roster.
at home.
Look at the rest of the roster that week.
A-Chain 30, Chuckin 17, Lamb 21, Puka 20, Warren 14, Gibbs 25.
Come on, man. Come on, man. We coming to eat in the Super Bowl, man. We coming to eat in the Super Bowl, man. We're gonna be projected over 200 the week of the Super Bowl.
They could underproduce. Underproduce. Let me see what I got. Measly old me.
And while he looking it up, y'all, look, I'm taking me. I'm gonna help the better team out and Ruben's Riding team out this week by putting Phil Belichick out of the playoffs, the hunt this week. So y'all know I'm taking me. So that ain't nothing to be discussed. But yeah, we're gonna put Phil Belichick out of their misery. So to allow the better team and to allow Ruben's Riding team to hopefully secure their spot. But I guess they got to get the job done still themselves. But I'm gonna do that for them though by taking Phil Belichick out and giving him that other L.
Yeah, we knew you said that. Officially, we went three the same. I think. Let me double check. One, two. Actually, we went two different. Four the same.
Two different. I'm gonna try. I gotta go perfect and get that two.
You can only make up 2 games.
Yeah, make up the 2 games. Then the street stretches down to 8. We just you know what I'm saying, just grabbing at it, you know what I'm saying? And all this, right? Y'all remember when I'm picking Bread Hunter every week, and I'm picking against the Mac of the Year every week, and I'm still gonna.
This is what we think of that, man.
Y'all, I'm still gonna catch him.
You can dream about it. It's a song called "I Can Dream About It." There it goes. I hope we don't get flagged here. I couldn't find it. I still past the score, but I can dream. Yeah, you can dream. You can catch me. That part I got you in, and then we'll see how the rest shake out. In case they were wondering, let me go ahead and tell you what my shit will look like. My shit don't look as sparkling. It look like the construction workers.
Round 1. So what are you looking like?
I got a 24 from Josh going against Philly, or Joe Burrow against Arizona with 21. Are they at home? Oh yeah, they're at home. And Josh at home too. Philly might be falling apart. I got 15 from Travis against the Colts. I got 16 from Omarion against Houston.
Ooh.
Ted 13 against Seattle.
Oh.
Sutton 13 against Kansas City.
Oh.
At Kansas City. Ferg 11 against at Washington. He'll do good 21st defense. I'm out of the red now. Harvey also against Kansas City. 15. So
let me say this. You definitely don't want to see the Mac of the Year round 1.
And my Texas defense are going against the Chargers or the Rams defense against Atlanta. I think I'm gonna take Rams at Atlanta over Chargers. Over the Texans at Chargers. Both of them are 10. So I have time to decide about the when I get there to the big game and figure it out. We scrap this shit out and overachieve against the man in the high castle. Make it a hard fight.
But hold on, what you looking like in round 2? Because
round 2. Okay.
You gotta go the whole way. See, we only need to discuss the Super Bowl with me. We don't have to discuss all that other shit.
Yeah, no, we do gotta discuss round 2 with you. You gotta play in round 2 too. So now round 2, they got Josh going against Cleveland at Cleveland. They got him on 22.7.
Yeah,
but that might be the game. I might flex Joe because he at Miami.
Yeah.
With the 24th rank. Yeah. With Chase and Higgins. So we'll see about that. It could be a 30-point game. They got Travis against Denver that week 14. Hampton against Dallas 19. I don't know if that's gonna be a 19. Ted against Tampa Bay 15. Sutton 11. Jacksonville. Ferguson a 9-9-6 against the Chargers. Dang, for real? I might flex my Gatson. Gatson 11-9-7 against the Cowboys. He might go off against the Cowboys. I can see him going off against the Cowboys, honestly. And then Harvey a 16 against Jacksonville. Awesome. I got some flex options in there, you know what I'm saying? We'll see how this shit, but I got a lot of red that week.
I see how they got Travis going down each week.
He's playing against very tough matchups. Let me see week 1. Round 1, he got an 18 against the Jets, 23 for Josh against New England. I'm on flexing Joe that week. Joe played at home against Baltimore.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be a hard game, Josh, against New England at New England. Even though they got him projected 23. Travis, like I said, the 18. Hampton 16 against Kansas City. Damn, I got Kansas City in a lot of good, hard matchup. Ted against New Orleans at New Orleans 14. Cortland Sutton at 12. He at Green Bay. He might get flexed out. Ferguson 10. Harvey a 15 against Green Bay again. Yeah, he might get flexed out for Reed, but Reed going against Denver that week.
Yeah, I see Reed already got a projection this week.
Going against Denver that week. That might not mean nothing though, because they gonna do what they gonna do. The thing I know about Green Bay, they got all their receivers. They gonna do what they gonna do. That's what I feel like.
Reed got a 7 projection already. Damn.
Yeah, next week he got a 9-9-9. He's starting that week. Ted got a bye week.
Oh, okay.
And I'm not putting Addison out there, even though he's going against Washington. Watch he go off. Watch he fucking have finally a really good game. I'm gonna have to find out because I ain't starting him. I'm gonna take Reed. Reed ain't gonna play this week, so that'll be Reed first game back. I don't know. I might have to push that back a little bit. I might hold on, like pump brakes on that. Oh shit, man! Wonderful show, kid, folk. I appreciate you doing this shit with me each and every week as we get closer to this finish line. We appreciate y'all out there. We got a comment. I don't want to get out of here without reading this comment. Shout out to Boros. He said trade Swift and Daniel Jones for Bucky and BJ.
Bijan.
Y'all still got the trade deadline ain't up. What the fuck are you talking about?
This is the last like days for people. Like I think 20 to
yeah, I should end it.
I think today is the deadline. The 26th was the last day of our for everybody.
Oh, okay.
Day. So that's why they're asking it. Let me say this: if you got a decent quarterback that can replace Daniel Jones, but Bucky,
BTJ, who is BTJ? He needs to stick around. That can't be Bijan.
Oh, hold on. If he talk BTJ, that's Brian Thomas Jr. Hell no.
Hell no. You gonna trade 2 injured players for man? Get the fuck out of here. Are you trolling? Come on, man, knock it off. All right, yo, man, we out. Appreciate it, Kipper. I'll let you.
All right, man.